see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
This, folks, is your Super Sunday in the Premier League. A very good afternoon to you all, folks. Welcome aboard. Fulham against Liverpool to start us off before a massive Manchester derby. All of it is coming.
Time for cities and towns to start dreaming again. Walking in the footsteps of giants.
Super Sunday time then, folks. Very good afternoon as usual. Welcome back aboard here, folks, to Real Football. My name is Tom, and I'll bring you the watch along today, folks, everybody, for Fulham who take on Liverpool live in the Premier League. If you do watch on the replay, then please do make sure that you are leaving a like on stream, hit that subscribe. But if you are new, and thank you very much indeed, folks, to everybody who's joining us here today. Kickoff is coming your way at 2 o'clock in the Premier League for this one between Fulham and Liverpool. So it's title race for a Manchester derby, which comes your way at Old Trafford. And lots of people have memories of the last time that Manchester United and Manchester City faced each other when Ahmad scored that late winning goal after a Bruno Fernandes penalty, which he himself won, Amad Diallo. All of that, though, is to be saved for 4:15 on here. Right now, the time is 1:45 p.m. in the UK, and we are here for a bit of Fulham-Liverpool in the title race. And Fulham did manage to take points on Liverpool from Anfield. Can they do the same here at Craven Cottage today? Lots of questions, lots of talking points, and lots of football to be played on this Super Sunday with Spurs taking on Fulham at 2 o'clock, and also another game, which is it Wolves? No, it's not Wolves. It can't be Wolves. Wolves won yesterday. Is it? Oh, God. Fuck. Oh, come on. I want to know who the other game is. It is Brentford and Chelsea. That's the one we're looking at. So, yes, a London derby as well in and amongst the mix. Brentford against Chelsea. There are 3 games taking place in London today at 2 o'clock. And then we make the nice little journey up to Manchester from southeast to northwest in a direct diagonal line, where to the west side of Manchester you will find Old Trafford. And that is the focal point of today's Premier League Super Sunday. So can Fulham inflict damage on Liverpool and their title hopes? Well, it is all to be questioned. It is all to be pondered upon. The bet slips are here. And there was a trip to Coral as well, by the way. Do not worry about that. We've got a Coral Football Super Series in play today. And it is for Manchester. I've made a mistake here. I have made a mistake on my Football Super Series. I was supposed to put Manchester United to win by exactly 1 goal, but I have put Manchester City to win by exactly 1 goal. Yeah, no, Manchester United to win. Yeah, okay. We'll ignore that bit. I could still win 100 quid though. City win by a goal. First goal to be scored within 20 to half an hour. 9 to 10 corners in the game and 5 players to receive any colour card. That is the free opportunity to win £100. Of course, 2 or more correct will equate to a free bet on that one from Coral. And then it was a switch up to Ladbrokes, where we've got Brentford to win against Chelsea today. We've got a draw between Fulham and Liverpool. We've gone for Tottenham to beat Southampton. Atletico Madrid to win at 3:15 against Sevilla, and Manchester United to win the Manchester derby. And before we go any further into the bets, let's say hello to Kumar Singh, who's in the house. Kumar, good to see you in here. Welcome aboard to you. 3-1. He's predicting today to Liverpool. Let's move on. We've got a accumulator in place as well. A 2 set, which is for Brentford and for Spurs to claim victories. If both Brentford and Spurs claim victories today, a stake of £2 will return £8.18 with odds at £4.09. Of course, those odds are double because of the £2 stakes. So £8.18 could be returned if Brentford and Spurs both claim victories in their matches at 2 o'clock today. And then a bet builder for this game is both teams to score, yes, under 6.5 goals in this game, over 6.5 corners, and Liverpool to win or draw. Of course you would say that. And that one will return £2.38 of a £1 stake. There are two splits for the Manchester derby. Bruno Fernandes to be the first goal scorer is on a price boost. 29-4 odds, shaved off and turned to 33-4. And Bruno Fernandes to be the first goal scorer in the Manchester derby will return £4.63 of a 50p stake. And last but not least, we have got the bet builder for the Manchester derby, which is £4.60 to be returned of a £1 stake. And over 2.5 goals in the game. Manchester United to win or Manchester City to win, so no backing of a draw in that Manchester derby. And Bruno Fernandes to be scoring at any time in that Manchester derby. Okie dokie then, bets delve through. We are a little bit late for the lineup. It's 1:51 in the UK. I was supposed to do it really at 1:49. Nevertheless, here we go. Your team news match information for Fulham. We take on Liverpool part 1 of this fine Super Sunday. And let me get the lovely calculator out, people. By the way, we're getting £43.54 if the ACCA insurance comes through. £43.54. I'll tell you what. So let's add it all together. £43.54 add 2.38 add 4.60 add 4.63 add 8.18. £63.33 off the slips that have been betted on. Of course, we won't be able to trigger the Ladbrokes 123 in terms of £100, but of course, if the Coral Super Series comes through correctly, £163.33 is what I could walk out of the combined betting shops with altogether tomorrow. Okay, then. Brentford taking on Chelsea, Spurs taking on Southampton. Let's take a deep delve into that team news and the league table. Here we go. Spurs, if they withdraw today with their positive goal difference, the best, I think, in the bottom half, can move on to 35 points and move up to 14 above Everton and West Ham. With the 3 points, they can go to 37 points, level on points with Manchester United, and dependent on their result against Manchester City later at Old Trafford, Spurs can move up to 13. As for Southampton, it is a chance to move on to 13 points if they can pull up a shock victory at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And remember, if Southampton lose today, they will be relegated from the Premier League. So that's Southampton who will be relegated from the Premier League if they lose to Spurs today. So Southampton, can they pull up a draw? Can they pull off anything that isn't a loss? It's on the doubtful side, but you just never know in this league. So by the end of the day, if Southampton have lost, we will be saying Southampton are relegated. I'm sorry to say that to you guys, but it is true. Southampton will be relegated if they suffer defeats today. But they can believe. They can believe. For Brentford and Chelsea, Brentford, of course, with a singular point, will not be able to do anything. But with the 3 points, they can move on to 44 points. 1 point above Crystal Palace, 1 point behind Fulham, no matter their result today against Liverpool. Let's move on to Chelsea, their opponents, and Chelsea can move to within 2 points of Nottingham Forest if they get a victory today at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Finally, for Fulham and Liverpool, well, Fulham can move on to 46 points from a draw. Goal difference will not apply for Fulham in this in neither circumstances today. So we don't need to look at the goal difference for them. They can move up to 9th though with a draw, or they can move above Brighton into 8th if they claim all 3 points against Liverpool. And for Liverpool, they can move on to 76 points for victory today over Fulham. Quick check on the team news then for Fulham against Liverpool before we have kick-off here. Remember, the game is live on Sky Sports main event or Sky Sports Premier League if you want to give it a watch. It's on Sky Sports for you. And in a moment as well, we will be putting out a reminder that this is a Premier League weekend where no room for racism is emphasised in the extreme. But first, the team news. Let's get through it. Bernd Leno begins in goal. 4-2-3-1 formation sees Calvin Bassey, Joachim Andersen, Timothy Castagna, and Anthony Robinson in the back four, playing behind a defensive midfield two of Sander Berger and Andreas Pereira. And then the attacking midfield three is the former Arsenal man Alex Iwobi, Sasa Lukic, and Ryan Sessegnon. It is return season to Fulham, of course, as we all know. And then the lone striker is Rodrigo Muniz. On the bench for Fulham is Stephen Bender, Kenny Tete, George Quensa, Harrison Reed, Tom Kenny, Emil Smith-Rowe, Raul Jimenez, Adama Traore, and Willian. Moving into the Liverpool lineup, where Kareem Kelleher begins in goal, a back four of Virgil van Dijk, the captain, Ibrahim Konate, Curtis Jones, and Andrew Robertson. Plays behind a midfield split into 2 parts, which is Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister. Playing behind the 3 of Dominic Szoboszlai, Cody Gakpo, and Mo Salah leading the front. Though by himself is the match winner and lone striker. Diogo Jota on the bench for Liverpool is third choice, currently second choice, goalkeeper Viacheslav Jaros. Of course, in the squad due to Alisson's injury, which we don't know how long-term it is. Joined by Konstantinos Tsimikas, Jarrell Quansah, Conor Bradley, Wataru Endo, Harvey Elliott, Luis Diaz, Darwin Nunez, and Federico Chiesa. So, a massive Manchester derby to come later. But first, let's get a little bit of a taste of what the cottage, which most certainly is Craven in the middle of West London, can offer us today. Ryan is here. He's going for a 7-0 victory to Liverpool. Oh my God. Ryan, your predictions are joyful. I can't lie about it. Except when you put 7-0 to Liverpool. We got good old Jamie Carragher on commentary with Bill Leslie. We like a bit of that, don't we? Jamie Carragher for Liverpool. Yes, earlier, Jamie Carragher was speaking to Natalie Jedra. If you like these Scouse accent, give a like on stream, will you? Oh, man, I do love making fun of Jamie Carragher. Right, let's get our 2 o'clock slips on the front of the table, where we have got, of course, the accumulator for Brentford and Tottenham to win their games today, and the bet builder, of course. Maximum returns across these 2 slips is over a tenner, so just at 2 o'clock today, we could already have a tenner back. I did only spend, by the way, £5 today, which was the exact win yesterday. In fact, no, ignore me. The both teams to score slip did come through as well. So yes, the maximum returns that I claimed today were £7.31. And so I used the £2 on a bit of Frankenstein on the slot machine, and I saved the £5 for the bets here. So Raul Jimenez is dropped to the bench. Rodrigo Muniz has had an alright Fulham career. Can he make an impact on a day where it matters? And I wouldn't do that if I were you, because I only advise it when obviously the game is not broadcast in the UK. This game is absolutely broadcast in the UK. It is live on Sky Sports, so I don't see a reason why. I don't promote people not paying the subscriptions. What I do promote is people being able to watch games that aren't televised. And of course, today's Fulham Liverpool game and the Manchester Derby are both live on Sky Sports Main Event and Sky Sports Premier League if you want to give them a watch. Well, that is kind of your loss, mate. Just a reminder, folks, that there is absolutely no room for racism in our beautiful game. Players have taken the knee ahead of kick-off here. We are underway at Craven Cottage. And just a reminder, the stance of taking the knee indicates a huge reminder across football that anywhere in the world, including football, including any sport, wherever you sit in the world, there is no room for racism in our game. And of course, if you do see, hear, or encounter upon any form of racial discrimination, then you simply must challenge it, report it, and change it. Or, if that's too hard for you to remember, just think railway terms. See it, say it, and it's sorted. If you see it or hear it, you say it, and it's sorted. Well, that's fine, but you know when you hear about all these crackdowns, they aren't about 3 p.m. kickoffs, all right? Oh, sorry, folks. I was just editing the Manchester Derby stuff for later. Yes, well, actually, I am trying to cut down my use of streaming sites because, as you are aware, that one of the announcements that I will be making after the 18th of June is, of course, the fact that I am going to make the decision to attend any Arsenal match, which is at 3 p.m. on a Saturday, from probably next season, if I can afford it and I've got a job, because why wouldn't I, you know what I mean? So yes, that's going to be one of the big things that's going to change here, because like I said, I am a channel trying to transition into vlogging, and you know, I want to produce good content, you know what I mean? I know, you know what I mean, the streams, you know, people enjoy them and people like it, but it can't be the same old forever, can it? So that's why, you know what I mean, I'll be sitting, well, to be fair, I'm doing a lot this this next 2 weeks, because I've got my final half term before the last one, because I'm in my last year of education, which is an internship. So I've got an half term, and I will be for the next 2 weeks trying to figure out the best options to go forward, and I am trying my best to get a job here, people. If I get a job, open sesame to the doors of just the doors of, really. And I think, guys, as well, for both the Brighton games, no matter what televising selections are made, I think I will be attending those next season as well, because obviously, I most certainly want to bring the Arsenal fan factor to Luke Links, you know what I mean? Oh, Canate, huge mistake, and Fulham have just missed an open goal. And Sessegnon. Well, I'll tell you what, in the London sunshine, it wouldn't have been a bad day to go visit a football match, would it? What a start from Fulham. And Kareem and Keller had just come right out at Pereira and trip him. It's a penalty claim. So the decision is no penalty. We will play on. And that's good work to nick the ball. And it's a deflected cross. The ball is bouncing and in the air. Berger has lost out there to Gakpo. Szoboszlai. Gakpo driving forward. And Mo Salah with Curtis Jones on the overlap. It's a good ball across. It's parried out by Leno. And then Alex Iwobi clears. What a terrific day for football. I mean, honestly, 2 great games today. I'm really looking forward to the Manchester Derby. And I know that people might be thinking the Manchester Derby's losing a little bit of hype. But actually, I find Manchester, to be fair, them two are quite entertaining this season. I'm not going to lie about it. And I find Liverpool are only entertaining when they're losing. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm going to say that, but I mean, as an Arsenal fan, it's just true. It's natural when you're in a title race. You don't find your opposition in the table, to be entertaining at all unless they're losing. You might be seeing beautiful football from, the team who are opposing you in the table, but you don't see that because your brain is telling you to be disgusted by it. And that's what winning is all about, people. When you don't win, you really hate your opposition who've won. And as much as you might not show it sometimes, that is the true reality. So Gakpo's gone down at the edge of the box. I didn't see it. The camera wasn't quite on it. Here's Sessegnon. And he holds up McAllister and Pereira. Castagna. Berger. Bassing. Here's Robinson. Plays it for Lukic. And now Iwobi down that left. Good ball. Canate clears Fulham corner, left-hand side. And after his mistake, he didn't make another one that time. He was no nonsense. It's a poor corner. Don't be the first man, Robertson. I think Fulham are going to be more influential from open play. I've not really seen Fulham be influential from set pieces this season. It's Castagna. Lukic. Iwobi. Bringing the ball clear. It looks like a very even game at the moment. I'm not going to lie about it to you guys. I'm not going to lie. And Robertson wins a good corner off Batty there. It's a good corner to win that from Robertson. It really is. McAllister to deliver. And that's a good hook by Leno. Blocking by Sessegnon. Iwobi. Sessegnon. It went out just, I think, according to the lineup. Robertson to take the throw in. Jota. Struggling to string out him even at the moment. Liverpool can't really keep it either. It's a bit of a midfieldy game at the moment, just for this next 2 minutes, I would have presumed. Although that is sloppy from Curtis Jones. It's gone out for a Fulham throw-in now in the attacking half. Another chance to propel the ball forward. And according to recent years, they do tend to play better against Liverpool at Anfield, Fulham, than here. And you would argue that is the same case of Nottingham Forest this season when you consider that they beat Liverpool at Anfield but did not beat them at the City Ground. And McAllister, that is a thunderbolt. McAllister with a thunderbolt to open the scoring at the Cottage. Deadlock broken. Fulham 0, Liverpool 1. And Spurs are also ahead against Southampton. So there you have it, people. There you have it. And the Tottenham goal is Brennan Johnson who scored that one, but that is a beauty from McAllister. And Tottenham are on the way to sealing Southampton's relegation. It is 1-0 to Spurs. And Southampton have a mountain to climb. Otherwise, they will be relegated from the Premier League this afternoon. Kanate. Fulham can't sit on the sorrows today, is what I'm going to say. They cannot sit on the sorrows. They've got to pick themselves up and they've got to get themselves back into the game because once they conceded that first one against Crystal Palace, they sat on their sorrows and they did not pick themselves up. I'm not going to comment on the Arsenal game because obviously that's different. I'm talking about Fulham at Craven Cottage. And I do feel as though in big games, they cope better away from home. Most certainly. And it's all good and well going, well, we'll beat Manchester City. That's great. But Manchester City are not top. Manchester City have now got a 0% chance of winning the title, according to Opta. Fulham need to turn it on at home to Liverpool. They turn it on every time they go to Anfield. But almost every time when I come and watch them at Craven Cottage against Liverpool, they cannot turn up the heat. It won't be. Robinson going to keep it in. One back by Fulham. Sessegnon tactically wins a throw in there. It's a bit sloppy. I mean, Liverpool are starting to look like they're dominating the game a bit. And you almost feel as though if this was just somebody else, say against Liverpool. I mean, or even if it was at Anfield, it would have been a bit. Yeah. Oh. Presented to Gakpo. McAllister. I'm not sure whether he was trying to clip that in seeking Jones or whether he was going for goal, but either way, it went straight down Leno's throat. And Fulham need to have a bit of cutthroat about them here, and they're most certainly trying to do that by releasing Iwobi down the left. That might be Bassi, actually. Well, the stats, Fulham have had more shots than Liverpool, but Liverpool have had one shot, and that one shot was on target, and that shot was a goal. 0 off target from 2 for Fulham. And the possession, would you believe, Fulham are dominating by 2%. 51 to 49. Quite a fair bit of good statage there from Sky. So those stats clearly indicate this is a game which needs big moments and big strikes to separate it. Do you know what I mean, really? And that's hello. It's Ryan Sessegnon for Fulham. Well. They've not sat on their sorrows this time. And it's the man who had a spell at Spurs but renewed his name at Fulham, who's come up trumps here. He makes a great run. And that is a delicious ball from Pereira. And it drops to Sessegnon. It's a great finish. And it's 1-1. Well. We have a game on our hands now. We have a game on our hands. Well, just as that goal went in, I was saying it's a game that, according to those stats, needed big moments and big strikes. Well, that was a big moment. It was a big run and a big strike from Sessegnon. Iwobi. Ball in. Sessegnon's there again. Pereira. McAllister. Good covering by Castagna. Just gave his man the nudge. Pereira to Sander Berger. And Rodrigo Benitez is going to try and release Sessegnon again. It's a good tackle by McAllister to win the ball back. And Jota's looking to feed Salah. And Robinson just about did enough to cover him and delete any threat that Salah had to offer. Here's Cody Gakpo. That's Berger, who glanced it away, but it's fell to Diaz, and Szoboszlai's going to have a pop. Szoboszlai once more. Now Van Dijk. Cody Gakpo. Gakpo, nice turn. And no, this time Berger fumbled him. Too much turning from Gakpo, not enough kicking of the ball, shall we say. Robinson, oh, he's played a wonderful ball for Iwobi. It's perfect for him, actually. He scooped it in there, and it might drop from Menez. Cleared by Van Dijk. Bassi battling hard with Jota, and it was a foul. Chris Kavanagh and Calvin Bassey do share a smile. You can sense straight away that Chris Kavanagh, when Bassey commits that foul, he has to give the foul, but he reads how Bassey's feeling right there. You know what I mean? He's trying to fight for his team, and he sees that. I like that little exchange there between Kavanagh and Bassey, because Kavanagh just smiles and goes, look, I have to give the foul, mate, but I understand your intentions. It's good refereeing from Chris Kavanagh. Must be said. Brentford and Chelsea is still 0-0. And Kelleher was taking a bit of a risk there. That's missed by Gakpo. He's going to drop for Castagna, who's got time to play back to Lennon. Close to half an hour played. 1-1. All to play for. Robinson is trying to advance. He's busting along at the minute. If he can play the right ball for Sessegnon. Oh, do you know, he has to play that left. I think he has to spread it. It's direct. It's central Fulham. But if he spread that wide to Iwobi, that creates all kind of problems for Liverpool. But I can see what Fulham are trying to do. They're trying to target that midfield area, which Everton did for a lot of the game in the Merseyside derby in the first half. Well, I did predict 2-2 for this game, just to heads up. So currently the correct result, but if this is the scoreline at the end of the match, then it will be Jamie Carragher who claims the correct score out of this one. I have gone for a 2-2 draw here. I've gone for a couple more goals than just the two. And you would sense that the energy the game is being played at, there would be some more goals in this. Szoboszlai's Sessegnon's made that run again, but Van Dijk barely shivered. McAllister to Gravenberch for Liverpool. The ball's played to Jones, and that's good work from Fulham to win the ball back. And they're going to try and search for ball again. This time, the main movement's going from wide left. It won't be. Calvin Bassey, he's won the corner off Curtis Jones. That big man Bassey, you can see there, look at him, he's out of breath. He's run really his life off any for Fulham this first half an hour. And while Fulham are in that fewest goals from set pieces scored rank this season, only 4 for both of these two clubs. And it's going to be the same result from that one. Pereira. Oh. It would have been a perler. He's in a crossing position, but he definitely digs out that shot. You can see by the flight of the ball that he's gone to shoot. Poor ball by Robertson, and Iwobi is the recipient. He's got it back again. Iwobi, can he dig out there? Oh, yes he can. Yes, he can. Robertson's mistake, pounced on by Alex Iwobi, and Fulham have turned it around inside 32 minutes. It's been a great first half to this game, it really has, and that's a mistake from Robertson, but Iwobi, he gets 2 chances, he keeps his composure second time. He's got time to turn and dig out his shot. The first one is a bouncing ball. It comes off Canate, ricochets. Will Fulham finally be able to claim a victory against Liverpool and really rub in the bogey? Lucas Bergvall has made it 2-0 to Tottenham, and it looks almost a certainty that Southampton will be relegated from the Premier League today. Jota. Trying to get Liverpool on level terms. Robertson. Cody Gakpo. Oh. It was a bit of a scrap in that box, but Bassi prevailed. And Fulham, who've looked very positive on the attack, particularly when they're going direct, are on it again. Robertson this time thwarted with ease by Curtis Jones. And you find that Robertson's been a bit poor in this game today. You know, Jones having his coverage for his buddy. And Jones shouldn't have to be doing that. He's a midfielder. But when your fullbacks don't function, it's a big problem. And your midfielders will have to step in. And Liverpool's midfield is quite weak. And so that will encourage Fulham to play directly. And they look for a third. And it's Iwobi who forces a save from Queen and Kelleher. It probably should have stayed in that, actually. It's a powerful shot. It's a weak save. It's got a good 3 or 4 seconds before it actually bobbles out of play. Somebody could go there and clear that and prevent the set piece. Geordie, welcome to you. How you doing? Good to see you and welcome aboard. How are the lads? Indeed, they're playing tomorrow against Leicester. Black and white brothers. It's a new one. Not quite, but fully black and white. Fulham do have dashes of red and Rodrigo Muniz. 3-1. Can you believe it? What a goal. But what a mess for Liverpool and for Andy Robertson, who's had a horrible first half. I mean, it was a great start from Fulham at Liverpool. Got that goal early on. And, well, I said the words, Fulham must not sit on their sorrows like they did last time against Crystal Palace at home. And they most certainly haven't done so. So they've done the opposite. They've been excellent on the half-turn. They've been excellent on direct attacks. And they're 3-1 up. They are scarred by PSG and Newcastle. It's fair to say that. Okay. Information, guys. There is information to give you guys. The goal for Spurs has been ruled out. So Southampton still are in that game. And there is still a chance that they can save themselves from being relegated from the Premier League today. So it's still just 1-0 to Tottenham. The goal disallowed from Lucas Bergvall. And Southampton really need to take hold of that lifeline. Otherwise, they will be confirmed relegated this afternoon. Here's Jota. Oh, great tackle by Berger. Hello, hello. Yeah, well, we'll see, mate. There's still a long way to go. I mean, but Fulham now have a cushion. Just imagine if it went to 4-1. Yes, well, no. Yeah, just no. No. And well, since the Liverpool goal, well, these stats are now looking very Nottingham Forest-like. Fulham on the back foot of possession, but they've having more shots. And they're 3-1 up. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Because that's the one thing. I am almost settled with the fact that you're going to win the title. The one thing that I can't have is Arsenal Football Club giving Liverpool Football Club a guard of honour. And this time, oh, here we go. Right, Lucas Bergvall has this time got his goal. He's redeemed himself. He had one ruled out, chalked off the board, but he's come back and he's scored a goal which will be onside, I think, this one. Lucas Bergvall has scored to make it 2-0 to Spurs, and Southampton once again. In fact, it's a goal correction. It's Brennan Johnson who scored the goal, not Lucas Bergvall. And Tottenham are 2 ahead against Southampton. Once again, we ask the question of will it stand? And once again, Southampton's reality of being relegated is exposed. And I am informed that the goal is being given. And Charles is loving life right now. It will be a Liverpool ball. Brentford, please. I've got an accumulator. £8.18. Brentford and Spurs to win. Brentford and Spurs to win. £8.18 accumulator. 4.09 total odds. Doubled by a £2 stake, meaning they are 8.18 odds, returning £8.18. I haven't actually had anything from SofaScore, you know. I've had nothing from SofaScore, so it must have been a... Commentary. Let's have a look at commentary. Yes, well, I'm going to change my I'm going to see if I can get a sponsorship, to be fair, from one of those apps. One Football, FOTMob, whatever. What I will tell you is I use Flash Score and SofaScore in different situations. So, like, if I don't know the team very well and I need the lineups on my second screen, then I will use Flash Score. But otherwise, I will use SofaScore. I'll have to have a word then. I'll see if I can get some. Might help get me a camera. You never know. If I can do a partnership with them. I don't think Jones has been the problem. Robertson's had a really poor half. Robertson's had an extremely poor first half. I think it's Robertson has to go. Well, Muniz has gone down. A little bit of a slight, I'll call it, heated exchange between Pereira and Van Dijk. And the game is at a halt. I know it's exciting. I'm good, thank you. How are you both doing, Kate and Jonathan? Good to see you here. And welcome aboard to you both. Oh, Sessegnon. Free kick. It's a foul. It's a foul. Yes, you're going to keep reminding me. I know you are. Dragon_breath04. Third. I would be one of the happiest men on earth. I would be literally, I'd be running around, man. I'd be running around. I'd be going mad. I'd be going mental. Third. I can rest assure you, third. Third. We've gone over the free allocated added minutes. I'm not having an argument. We are finishing second. We're finishing second. And we will do for the next 5 seasons, mate. We'll just keep finishing second. I'm used to it. Bloody finishing second. See, we can't functionally finish fourth. The thing is, right, we can't actually go for Champions League. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's impossible. And I'm not talking about we can't achieve it. I'm talking about in Champions League races. We could not finish fourth. We just have to drag ourselves into title races to get Champions League. It's ridiculous. I know it sounds like a bad mentality, but I need a break from all these title races. Do you know what I mean? 3 in a row. It's a bit like, oh, do you know what I mean? We are 100% guaranteed Champions League, mate. Oh. But yeah, I need a break from these title races, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, we haven't, have we? We keep getting wins, mate. So you're mush. Yeah, you just focus on you, mate. You just focus on what's above you, mate. Nothing. Yeah, you know damn well you ain't going to get caught, so just shh. I really don't want to do... honestly, I do not want to do 4 title races in a row if it's going to be the same outcome. I am sick of being in the title race and not winning the title. Well, we will, because if you're not in it, then we will be. Because right now, we are levels above Man City. And I'm not even going to lie about it. We have actually achieved a goal this season to finish above Man City. So, just in the wrong way. Do you know what I mean? It's just, yeah. I mean, look. Nobody meant finishing second but finishing above Man City. But that was the goal. To finish above Man City. I will lap that up, and I'm going to be, well, next season I'm going to be quite like, I'm setting the standard a bit. Like, I'm going to set it in stone that, you know, I'm going to be massively involved with Arsenal. I'm going to have quite a fair bit of involvement with Brighton and Forest as well. Like, Arsenal, Brighton, Forest are going to be the teams that I'm going to be involved with next season, like in terms of in the stadium more. Because for Arsenal, obviously they are my football club. You know, they are my love. They're what I live for. And then you've got Nottingham Forest, who are just, I have a huge soft spot for them, and I always have fun when I'm with them. So there'll be some more involvement next season with Forest for me. And obviously, of course, I've got Luke Links down in Brighton. So yeah, those 3 clubs, you know, obviously my own club will be the priority, but those 3 clubs will be the main topic of what you see on my channel, really. You know, if I do go vlogging. If you know what I mean. To be fair, I wouldn't. They are an extremely special club. I don't see... Well, obviously, they're not a local club for me. What they are is they're just a very, very special club. Is what they are. And at one point in my life, they were local. They were in fact, they are the rivals of both my stepfather and my birth father. But during that time, whilst I was, obviously around it all, I don't know, man. I mean, look, obviously pictures like the Gary Neville one, do you know what I mean? Yes, I have had to visit Derby County in the past, and I'm not going to lie about it. I don't like them. But when I stepped into Forest at the City Ground, I fell in love, I don't know, I have a bit of an emotional attachment to that club. Like, it hurts me when they aren't doing well, do you know what I mean? And that's kind of what, I got the real just to go to the City Ground and see them qualify against Ipswich. It was the way it happened. It was... You just have to throw yourself into games sometimes, I feel, and there's nothing wrong, with being a neutral at games. I didn't even feel like a neutral, to be fair, when I was at Forest, a couple of months ago, whenever it was, Forest Ipswich. I just felt like somebody who went to enjoy himself. And my one intention of that game was to have a party. And I had a party. I can't moan. Fulham will never score 7 goals in a game. But one thing they will do is be 3-1 up against Liverpool at half-time. I challenge you to not bring out the lucky shirt if the game goes to 3-2. Take it off. Okay, put it on for the second half. But if the game goes 3-2, take it off. Because then, see if that will then determine if the shirt is lucky. All right? So if the game goes 3-2, you take it off. No, because I want you to wear it, but if the game goes 3-2, take it off. And if Liverpool do manage to pull something off without you wearing the lucky shirt, do you know what? I want to do a deal with you, actually. Dragon Breath, all right? I want to do a deal with you. Because you think Forest are going to finish above us. Let's say Forest do finish above us. If Forest finish above us, I will buy a Forest shirt. There you go. There you go. I will single-handedly walk to Nottingham and buy a shirt. Okay. Since I get nothing from finishing with a Forest, then let's make this interesting. If by some humanely insane miracle Arsenal managed to overtake Liverpool, you have got to pay for me to go to any Arsenal match of my choice. I won't tell you to buy me shirts because look, I've already got the shirts on pre-order. All right, I know what the leaks are. All right, yeah, they are going to be all. Yeah, they are in my basket already on DHgate, and they'll be ordered directly to me on the 28th of May. 25th of May, sorry. The prototypes will be ordered on the 25th of May. Do we have a deal or no deal? That would break the bank for me, mate. To be fair. Well, okay, I could do that off DHgate. I could DHgate it. But if you don't want them off DHgate, I can only do one shirt, lad. And I religiously have to buy all 3 shirts for Arsenal each season, both on prototypes and the real things. Yeah, they're Chinese copies, mate. I buy 3 prototypes off DHgate. And if all 3 of those shirts are correct, then once they come out to the Arsenal store, I will order them. And basically, the aim of that is to ensure that I have all the correct shirts to wear at the appropriate times. I have already got all the leaks in my basket now on DHgate, ready to be ordered 25th of May. Normally they're okay. Look, I'm not trying to be horrible or anything, mate, but I could not buy 3 authentic shirts for one club and then my own club. That would be 400 some odd quid. And on top of that, I've got to make sure that, you know, I've got the money to, you know, continue to fund the channel. Not on me. Not on me, no. But look how real the yellow one looks. In fact, that one, okay, that's hung up there, is a prototype. All right? In the cupboard, there is a real one. When you see me wear that, does it look different? One. I have one prototype in there. The yellow one has stayed as a prototype because it actually is better than the original shirt, the prototype of that particular shirt. Here, I'll get it out for you. It's just here. This is the one prototype that has survived the cupboard. Look how real that looks. Look how real that looks. You would not be able to tell that's a fake. This one, there's no way you can tell that's a fake. I love this shirt as well. Yes, it is. I absolutely love that shirt. Honestly, it's a great shirt. Let me get the scoreboards up for the second half, by the way, because we have kicked off. Nothing's peeled. No, Well, I don't really. I don't wash the shirts often. I only wash them about once in their lifetimes. You know, at the end of the season, they'll get a hand wash. You know what I mean? But no, they've never peeled. They get one. They all have had one go in the washing machine at least. They've all had one go in the washing machine, and they've all had one hand wash, and they've survived that. Like I said, at the end of the season, they'll all get a hand wash, and that is purely just to make sure that the shirts stay in good condition and don't have a smell to them. Jota. Top save, London. All right, see you in a minute. That can't be right. You said you were going for a shit. Well, Liverpool and Fulham have both scored a fair chunk of second half goals. 28 for Fulham, 39 for Liverpool. If Liverpool need to win today, they need to score at least 3 more goals. Yes, in my home, I've got a toilet, but no sink up here. We have a downstairs bathroom. Your house is the opposite to mine then, because, yeah, we have no sink up here. That is why you see so many bottles up here. Because if you want water up here, you've got to get bottled water, or you've got to carry it from downstairs. And the only other way to get water is, well, taking the water on the dehumidification devices that we have. They aren't switched on at the minute, by the way. It's too early in the year to have them on, but yeah, blimey, those dehumidifiers do collect a lot of water, don't they? It can be good in the summer to have dehumidifiers on because it takes so much water out of the air. It makes it a lot more comfy. I will have one going in here, definitely for sure, when it comes summertime. And then we'll switch it to the fan, of course. You know, the fan and the dehumidifier. It's all a B&M job as well, by the way, cooling down your room. It's all B&M. Believe you me, you can get everything you need to cool down a room or heat a room in B&M. Gakpo, ball in. Was not a bad one. Glanced away by Bassi. Corner it will be. And Rodrigo Muniz is currently down. I know what you're saying right now. Save it until later. Yeah. I'm lucky if one of these survives me throughout the whole stream. And the thing is, if I wanted to, I could finish one of these in 2 gulps. What? Ah? Your cousin's an Arsenal fan? Ooh. Ah. Oh no, you got to give it him back. McAllister, good corner delivery. Canate got ahead to it. Sober's line, and it bounces wide from him. Do you know if you shake Coke for over an hour straight, it would totally disintegrate? Just as long as he's drank at least a little bit of it. I have seen though. Oh my god, old bottles. Where you fill up with like water or something like that or whatever, and it just rots. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I did see what he said. Yeah, mate. It was a fucking joke yesterday, wasn't it? Everton. Here's Sessegnon. Ryan Sessegnon, just wine. He got it was a prank, did he? Oh, 4, 5, 6 views yesterday on the short. Not too bad. We'll take that. My fourth most popular short that I've made. Never in a million years, mate. Andrew Robertson. Yeah, that Fulham Arsenal one. Remember when I was in Newcastle? Fulham Arsenal one went wild. And who remembers the streams where I just totally... There is very rare occasions where the big guy Josh comes on here, and it is funny. Sessegnon in space, cut back. Oh. Berger to Anthony Robinson for Fulham, and Canate thwarts him. Robinson's still involved in the tussle to try and get the ball back. But Liverpool still 2 back. So it's going to be... It's a foul, yeah. Here it is. Fulham free kick, and the Manchester City lineups are out for the Manchester derby, which kicks off at 4:30. Pereira, not a great ball in. It's going to ricochet back towards Iwobi, followed by Robertson. Pereira on the shaded side of the pitch, and Iwobi won't get there. Flags up. Yeah, I think it's 7th in it that you need. Although the UEFA coefficients might mean that there's 5 places for Europe next season. I think we've got I think it's England and Spain who've got the best UEFA coefficients. I know, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen the short. Yes. Yes. No. No. No, 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 no. That bonus Europa League spot is only if you win the FA Cup and you haven't got Europe. I'm pretty sure. But yes, that's how Man United gained entry to the Europa League last year, and they have to win it this year to get European football. Because they're out of the FA Cup. "25 minutes to go. Still 3-1 to Fulham." Diaz, Jota, and Elliott. Good ball by Elliott. Goal kick. Because Robertson couldn't get there. Are Brentford any closer to getting level against Chelsea? Sorry, getting a goal against Chelsea, I wonder. Trigger that £8.18 accumulator. Be lovely. Lukic. Doesn't feel like Liverpool are going to get level today, you know. I did predict 2-2 for this game. I didn't think Fulham would be able to do it. Ryan Rosanelli, welcome into you. Rosalini, welcome into you. Don't call me love, but hello, how you doing? Welcome into you. Oh, it won't be. It's just a very cheap corner out of. It's all right. No, don't worry. Yeah, you don't have to say sorry. It's just it just seemed a little bit weird. You know what I mean? When I've got a YouTube viewer who's brand new to me calling me love. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like. Cheers, mate. Do appreciate it. If you don't mind, will you hit the subscribe button and leave a like on the stream for us? One little way that you can help us, you know, grow and grow. You know, obviously, we are trying to become a monetized channel. We are a channel with goals. Sod off you. Cheers, Moy. Should be one step closer to 1.05k, which is 1,050. By the end of the season, I'd like to have 1.1k. We are not married. With rest assurance. I could never marry a Liverpool fan. I don't care how hot the girl is. Yeah? If you're a Liverpool fan, nah. Your name is not Susie Jefferson. Dragon Breath is on the wind-up. I think I'm hoping Brentford win it, to be fair. That's my only comment on Chelsea. £4.09 total odds. £2 stake doubles it to 8.18. So £8.18 Brentford and Spurs to win. So I'd like Spurs to win. one back for Liverpool, Luis Diaz. Game on. Luis Diaz scoring and reducing the deficit to 1. Three, 2. If this ends 3-3, I'm going to be kicking myself because I wanted a 2-2 draw for the correct score. And I came so close to a full set of correct scores yesterday. I got 2 correct scores, 0 correct results. Out of a possible 4 yesterday. Send me a photo on Insta. Plus 5 years, I'm 19. In February, I'll be 20. Am I bollocks? I feel like it, then. I had a great day on Super 6 yesterday, to be fair. I am dead chuffed at getting 2 correct. I'll take that all day. 2 correct scores. I got the Palace one correct and the Ipswich one correct. Again, I'm getting the Ipswich scores correct as well, which is even better. Correctly predicted. Ipswich 1, Wolves 2. Correctly predicted. Palace 2, Brighton 1. Very happy with those 2. Very happy with that. I'm not going to get beaten by Jamie this week, I don't think, unless the United game is a 1-1 draw. And, well, yeah, he predicted 1-1 for this game. I'm not going to get beaten by Jamie, I don't think. Most certainly not. Hopefully I can beat him and get myself into that prize draw once again for £1,000. Be amazing if I won £1,000 today. Jones there had a try. Right, Jimenez about to come on. The Insta's on the ticker, mate, down there. The Insta's on the ticker down there. Yeah, there you go. I won't get a correct score off this one, but if I get United 2-1 correct, that's 3. It's the best. I think it'll be my best ever round. Down there, mate, scrolling across. Right at the very bottom of the screen. At the very bottom of the screen. Three changes for Fulham here. Harrison Reed, yeah, several. Smith Rowe and Jimenez are all on, I think. picture. Just send me a picture that you're in Craven Cottage, mate, because I don't believe you. I believe that you're a Forest, but not in Fulham. Instagram, RTO_FFICIAL. So 12 minutes to go here at Craven Cottage. Oh, Elliot. Oh, he's crashed the bar. Oh, that one. That's my own account. That one got seized. I don't know, mate. I don't use it. Jones and Darwin Nunez. Good covering by Lennon. Good covering by Lennon. I'll dig it out in a bit. I'll update it. Oh, it won't be. Spread out wide, team left. Yeah, it's been a bit quiet the second half. It was a great first half, though. Fulham's just got a defending job to do really now, making sure that they can see this through. And Kenny Tete is back from injury here. He's going to come on to think to replace Sessegnon, who scored the first goal, the equalising one. And Ryan Sessegnon, yeah, homegrown at Fulham. Of course, he's on a return to Fulham. We mustn't forget that Ryan Sessegnon did have a spell at Spurs and a lot of other clubs as well, I think. But he's back at Fulham where he belongs. And today, he's had a big impact, scored a great goal. And he's gone off here with 10 minutes to go. 8, sorry. Virgil van Dijk, Harvey Elliott, and Fulham cover well. Nunez, Federico Chiesa, McAllister's ball in. They've done enough. Fulham and Sander Berger. Can he get it to Jimenez upfield? And Van Dijk with a vital covering header. Seven to go. We're 3-4. I say bang on. 3:43. 7 to go. It's perfect timing, really. We're able to acquaint for 5 minutes at a time as well. No problems there. Bassi has been fouled. Yeah, last 15 minutes, Fulham have not had any shots. They had very little of the ball. But they've been doing the defending. Got a free kick now. And can they up that tempo in the last 5 minutes here to try and just make sure the job is done on a huge victory? Yeah, not a great free kick at all, is it really? Played by Smith Rowe, making himself a nuisance in the way. Jimenez and Smith Rowe both pressurising Van Dijk. Smith Rowe, yeah, just a silly tug. And Chris Kavanagh's going to take his name. Last 4 minutes now. Time running out for the Reds. I think Fulham are controlling the game quite well. running laps around Liverpool, forcing him to go back. And Jimenez there playing a high line, keeping himself high up. And they're ready to pounce. Chiesa, I think he's caught Tete, he has. And that will be a free kick for Fulham. Not quite yet. We've still got added time. Plus 3 minutes of normal time. Hold your breath, Charles. It's 3-2. The job is not done yet. I had to tell Newcastle fans this on the 16th of March 2025 in the Carabao Cup final when they were 2-0 up and Federico Chiesa had scored to give Liverpool a lifeline. But here's Jimenez. Knocks it back. Harrison Reed. Good save. Kelleher got down well. Chiesa to Curtis Jones. Okay. Castagna. Well done. It's a really good win this for Fulham if they get it over the line. Salah Diaz corner. No. Bassey prevented it. Good play, Bassey. Great blocking there. And I'm going to give him man of the match to him, actually, Bassey. I'm going to give him man of the match to him. Bassey's had an outstanding game. He's been really good. He's been really stuck in and involved. I mean, you can give it to Sessegnon, yes, but for me, he's the man of the match, Bassey. Really? Jimenez, Smith Rowe on the overlap. Oh, he's got to use him. Won by Reed. Controlling the game really well, Fulham. Six additional minutes are in order here. 6. That is how long Fulham have to hold on, and that's how long Liverpool have to save themselves from a rare defeat here. A very rare defeat. Chiesa straight at Leno. Well, he was the hero at Old Trafford in the FA Cup, Leno. He's made some great saves today. And that's a important one because Chiesa, he gets a good purchase on the ball. He gets some power behind it. Gets that little touch. It's a bouncing one. Will it be Fulham's day? Will they get their moment in the spotlight? Will they beat Liverpool? The questions are asked. The real question is just can they, just can they? Hold on tight. for that little bit longer. After an incredible first half, which really has won them this game. And as I said, man of the match, I'm going to give it Bassi. It's a tight one between him and Sessegnon, but I think Bassi just edges it. Elliot Salah, good exchange, and Leno got down well again. Oh, Southampton goal back late on. Goal back, Southampton late on. 2-1 in that game, and the goal scorer is to be confirmed right now. Jones, and that is Mateus Fernandes, who has scored one back late on. Late on. Brentford 0-0 Chelsea. Shit. So that's the accumulator gone. Brentford have failed to beat Chelsea this season. For the first time in a Premier League season, Brentford have failed to beat Chelsea. For the first time as well, Chelsea managed to actually beat Brentford at home. And Tottenham's result does not really matter, but I'm going to give it a tick anyway, just because they look like they're going to beat Southampton. And they should. Two and a half minutes to go. Gravenberch to Diaz. Chiesa. And Harrison Reed. Very, very Rolls-Royce like that. Adama Traore has his toes nabbed by Luis Diaz and Elliot. They've still got 2 minutes. Salah turns. Ball across. Is well cleared. Anderson and Bassi. Diaz, Salah, Chiesa. Brilliant block. Body on the line. He might have hurt himself there as well. It's a great block. And it's going to be a great day for Fulham. Only seconds remain now. Too high, that's it. Surely Leno. Has he just... Yes! At what last? On a slot of Liverpool have beaten in the Premier League away from home. It's their second defeat of the season. And Fulham... Well. I didn't even see it coming myself. Final score, Fulham 3, Liverpool 2. And also... we haven't had the full-time whistle yet in that Spurs game, but it looks like Southampton are going to be relegated from the Premier League. I will have the confirmation of that next with the Manchester Derby up and coming at 4:15. See you all soon. 4:15 Manchester Derby.